Well, police are on the streets of Johannesburg this evening ensuring that people adhere to lockdown regulations. It comes as the sale of alcohol has once again been permitted while the curfew has been extended. Our reporter Michael Appel is part of the police operation this evening. So let's cross over to him, who's live from Honeydew for an update. Michael, what is supposed to be literally a routine checkup and ensuring that indeed people are adhering to lockdown regulations. The question is, are people complying?
Well, it's a lockdown regulation checking that people are abiding by those new regulations, but it's also an anti-crime operation. I don't think you can separate the two. This is probably the fourth operation of this kind that I've been on with the police in about the last 2 months over the festive period and into the new year. And Lieutenant General Elias Mawela, the Gauteng Provincial Police Commissioner, is here on the ground. He's a man who, to his credit, likes to get his hands dirty. So he is there in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see, but he's literally bent over in the bonnets with the cloth, checking the VIN and the chassis numbers of the vehicles. This is a massive team effort to put together a roadblock like this. So you've got the JMPD, you've got the SAPS, you've got officers and manpower from correctional services here. You've got officials from Home Affairs to look at immigration issues, and you have guys from the private sector, from Tracker. They are also here. They are immediately able to tell the police whether the VIN and the chassis numbers match the vehicle or have been tampered with. Then that person is immediately arrested. And of course, since the regulations have changed regarding alcohol, they're looking at drunken driving. And so far, 3 people have been arrested for being under the influence of alcohol. A security guard blew 0.08, and that's at least 4 times over the legal limit. So there is a beautiful white bus in the distance there. That is the bus you don't want to be on necessarily. That's where they take a lot of the people. They kind of group them together there for a while before they head them over to go have their blood taken. And 1.8 million rands worth of counterfeit goods has been confiscated here. Another 2 people arrested there. So it's a mix, Faith and Tempekile, between making sure that lockdown level 3 regulations are adhered to, that people are wearing these things. It is now law. You do not have to be instructed by a law enforcement officer to wear these in public. Failure to wear this is a criminal offense. And then, of course, the anti-crime side of things. A little bit later this evening, around about 11 o'clock, when everybody's supposed to be tucked in bed, police are planning a couple of raids. Not going to tell you where that's going to be for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Michael, it certainly is an intense operation. I mean, we're just literally having a view of what's happening behind you as you're giving us and just painting us a picture of this evening's proceedings. Let's talk to us a little bit about what the Provincial Commissioner has actually said regarding this operation in itself. 4 have been held, as you said, especially during the festive season. Is he satisfied with the way things are going?
Yeah. He generally is, but I asked him why Honeydew necessarily, and he said it's because it's a mixture between the affluent suburbs and then there's the less affluent sides of Johannesburg. And this particular route, I think it's Northumberland that we're on, it's used by a lot of drunken driving, people who are under the influence, and he says it's a distinct thoroughfare between parts of Johannesburg and Sandton and Fourways. So they've chosen this area in particular, and he said that year after year Honeydew police station was deemed to be rather problematic. It wasn't doing as well as the police would have hoped. So he says he's here to be able to beef up their capacity, give them a shot in the arm, and be able to assist Honeydew to be able to crack down on this sort of illegal, illicit activity that is prevalent in this particular area.
Yeah, and then how long are they intending at being at Honeydew for, Michael? Do you know?
So, I mean, we literally, well, this particular roadblock, it could be here up until at least 11 o'clock or beyond, we're not sure. But we are following around the Provincial Police Commissioner to see what exactly he's doing, where he is lending assistance. before we go out on those raids with police to make sure that the curfew is being adhered to.
It certainly is quite a long night, one may say, that especially for law enforcement this evening. Michael Appel, they're giving us the latest details in terms of that police presence as well as that routine checkup, ensuring that people are indeed adhering to those lockdown regulations out in Honeydew till about 11 o'clock this evening. And thereafter, you've got those raids. As you hear, several arrests have been made. Michael Appel, though, will keep us updated with the latest.